Hillary Clinton is back on the campaign trail, holding a rally in North Carolina in just a few hours. And this battleground state has become extremely competitive in recent weeks. The Real Clear Politics average of the polls has Trump leading by less than 1 point in North Carolina. But the latest Fox News poll from the Tar Heel state has Trump up by 5 points. He's at 45 to Clinton's 40%. John Dinan is professor of politics at Wake Forest University in North Carolina. Professor, it's great to have you on the program. We know the polls only tell us so much. What is the feeling in the state? How would you describe it to those of us on the outside?
Well, the feeling is it seems as razor thin as the polls are showing, and that's not to be surprised because North Carolina has been razor thin in the last 2 presidential elections. In fact, you could make the argument that North Carolina has been as evenly balanced in the 2008 and 2012 presidential election as any other state in the country. This year, no surprise, and the candidates are visiting very frequently.
Professor, are you watching a single issue that could tip the balance in either direction?
Well, both candidates have their issues. Donald Trump has really been playing the trade card, the argument about bad trade deals. You heard that at last night's debate. He's been emphasizing that in his appearances here. Hillary Clinton has been playing up her readiness to be president, her experience, her steady hand, just like she played that up in the debate last night. At her appearances in North Carolina, that's been her main card.
How much do you think the story out of Charlotte, North Carolina, will impact the election?
Well, it certainly attracted the full attention of North Carolina for the last week and continues to do so. And you see both candidates addressing it in various ways. Certainly questions of community-police relations come up. Certainly Donald Trump played to that with his saying, I will be the law and order candidate. So that was his way of framing the debate. Hillary Clinton had a somewhat different way of framing the question. There's no doubt that that's front and center for North Carolinians this week and going forward.
It's worth mentioning that Charlotte hosted the Democratic National Convention in 2012. Mitt Romney ended up winning that state, but Barack Obama had done in 2008. When we were watching the campaigning, the schedule, it's interesting to note that the president joined Hillary Clinton on their first joint appearance in North Carolina. Do you see President Obama as being a factor for the Clinton campaign within your state and perhaps being something that draws Democrats out to vote in favor of Clinton?
It's very likely that that will be a key factor. Hillary Clinton's main goal in North Carolina is to bring up and keep intact the Obama coalition. African-American voters, younger voters, university towns. She's trying to do that on her own, but polls have shown that she's had some difficulties in that. The more that she can get help from President Obama, who originally held that coalition together, the better she'll be.
Just a fun fact for our viewers, President Obama won North Carolina by 0.3 percentage points in 2008, making him the first Democrat to win in North Carolina since 1976. So just some context for us. Professor, great to have you on the program. Thank you so much.